Chapter 5. Voyage without passion or purpose. Deadly life.
What is this? What's going on?
Chaos and madness. Confusion and turmoil. I couldn't stay calm. I couldn't keep it in. It was too much despair. What? Is that blood?
It can't be.
The body discovery announcement. Does that mean someone's in that press?
What?
Who? The only ones in the hangar were Kakashi and Kaito. It must be one of them.
Huh?
What? Either Kakashi or Kaito is dead? Look! No, yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Those clothes. He never learned how to wear his jacket properly. They're Kaito's.
What did you say?
And the one in that hydraulic press is... No. It's not possible. Looks like you have it looks like you have a lot of twists and turns to sort out during the class trial. That's what the killing game's all about after all. And so, I will now pass out the Monokuma file.
That's nice.
Don't say you're getting bored of this, cause things are about to get interesting.
Now then.
I hope you pour your heart and soul into this investigation too. So long, farewell. Hold on, we have to investigate? So the killing game is going to continue? The killing game will continue? If the killing game is continuing and Monokuma is still moving, then
That's right.
it means that the mastermind, Kakashi, is still alive.
What was that?
If Kakashi is still alive, then that means the one dead over there is... Kaito?
That's wrong.
No, that's not possible. There has to be some mistake. There's no way Kaito could die. It has to be a lie. I made a run for the body when... Calm down. Maki's hand stopped me. Maki, how can you stay so calm in a time like this? Our son is dead.
Huh?
Calm down? How can you say that, Maki? Kaito, our son is... I've seen so much death already. Death of both good and bad people. It doesn't bother me anymore.
Wait!
It doesn't bother you? What are you talking about?
Shut up.
More importantly, where's Kakashi?
Why?
That's right, I don't see him anywhere. He should be somewhere in this hangar. He ran away. We need to catch him immediately. He's obviously the culprit.
Indeed.
Let's split up and look for him. Leave no stone unturned.
Why you?
No matter how good at hide and seek he is, we can't let him get away this...
No.
Wait. We can't leave yet.
Okay.
We don't know for certain if that dead body is Kaito. We haven't explored all of the possibilities yet.
What?
If it's not Kaito, then who's dead in there? Are you saying it's Kakashi? Then why is the killing game still continuing?
Why?
And if Kaito is alive, why hasn't he shown himself yet? Are you saying he's hiding because he's the culprit?
Stop it.
Don't say such a stupid thing. That is our son you're talking about. Kaito being the culprit is even more impossible than him being dead.
That's impossible.
I don't think Kaito could have killed Kakashi in the first place. He was wounded, remember?
Actually.
And his opponent, the mastermind of the killing game, could control the exosomes at will. How could Kaito have killed someone like that when he was so sick and wounded?
No.
I don't know. I'm just saying it's possible. And even if it is Kakashi that was killed, that doesn't mean that Kaito is the culprit.
But how?
So does that mean the culprit is one of us?
Stop it.
Wait, that's impossible.
Right.
No matter how shocking Kaito's death is, saying we're suspects is going too far. I understand what they mean. The initial evidence suggests Kaito was dead. But I just can't believe that. Or perhaps I don't want to believe it. You know, if you check the Monokuma file, we could... It usually says who's dead. I can't believe Kaito is dead. Let's investigate. We need to find the truth here with our own hands and reveal that truth in the trial.
Don't tell me.
So, you want to continue a killing game? Unless it was manipulated by whoever is the quote-unquote true mastermind of this killing game. Because if you remember in Danganronpa 1, evidence was manipulated. Remember? In Danganronpa 1, the very last trial, the person who did the killing was actually the mastermind, Junko Anishima, who was revealed to be there at the very end. You know all that? It could be we could be manipulated right now.
Because...
A class trial will be held either way. We should investigate. I don't know if we'll find hope or despair, but we have to find the truth. It all starts here. You're an impressive detective through and through. You might not only reach the truth, but something even beyond it. That's right. I have to do this to keep my promise to Kaito.
I understand.
You're right. If the class trial is going to happen anyway, then we should investigate. But we already know the answer. But we can't die here. We decided to live for hope.
But...
My main concern is how Kakashi will react if we accuse him of being the culprit. If he just plays dumb and runs away, there'll be nothing we can do.
But...
No, I don't think so. Junko and Oshima cherished the killing game rules. So if the remnants of despair worshipped her, I don't think they'd ignore those.
Then...
It'll be easy to deal with him. We just need to vote for him in the class trial. That's true. I understand the others, but why Maki? Why is she accepting Kaito's death so easily?
Well then...
Let's review the Monokuma file. Is that okay with you, Shuichi?
Okay.
Yeah. The body was discovered in the Exisal hangar. The victim was crushed by the hydraulic press and is unidentifiable. Monokuma File 5 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. That's it? That doesn't tell us anything. The identity of the victim is unknown? It doesn't even tell us that much?
I don't care.
Doesn't matter. We already know who the victim and the culprit are. Maki is letting her emotions get ahead of herself. Which is understandable, that it is our son.
It's decided.
The culprit who killed Kaito is definitely Kakashi.
No.
Wait, Maki, it's still too early to decide that. It's true that the evidence points to Kakashi being alive, but Kaito told me. Don't you worry. I'll do something about all this. That's a promise. All of you guys are working so hard, so I can't just sit back and relax. I want to believe in the promise Kaito made. I want you to believe in that with me.
Stop it.
I refuse to investigate with you. Oh. Okay, we're going through a little bit of a rough patch.
Huh?
What? Why?
You don't know?
You're not calm at the moment. Right now, you're acting like Kaito. Back in Gonta's class trial. It was like this at that time too, wasn't it? You can't fight despair with just belief. It's not that simple. Maki turned her back to me and left. Maki, my wife. There's something about the air in here that's making me feel off. I don't know if the electro bomb is to blame or if I'm malfunctioning somehow, but I'm starting to feel somewhat sick.
What?
I don't feel weird at all.
Then...
It's gotta be because of the electro bomb. Kibo's an electronic appliance after all. Don't call me an appliance!
Okay.
I'm telling you, appliances should go rest outside. Really, I'm fine, but I suppose I'll go investigate outside for now. Kibo left the hangar, swaying side to side a bit. Then, I think I'll start investigating too. Oh, will you be okay by yourself? I could go with you if you want.
No.
You don't have to worry. I'll be fine by myself. If the body's like that, then we don't have to worry about anyone messing with it. So it should be fine for us all to investigate by ourselves. Himiko left in a hurry. She moved 10 feet to the right. Yeah, the hydraulic press doesn't crush living things, but as I was saying earlier, maybe it was the electro bomb that turned that mechanism off and just caused the hydraulic press to just drop. That's what I was thinking. I wonder if Himiko suspects.
Huh?
Suspects who? Everyone. Because if there's fewer of us, there's fewer people who could be the culprit, right? Of course, it's obviously Kakashi, but like you said, there could be another possibility. Maybe that's what she's thinking. I did suggest that possibility. The culprit might not be Kakashi or Kaito, but a third party. Anyone could be the culprit.
Seems like.
We were united towards hope before all this, but now we're split up.
Could it be?
That's why Kakashi killed Kaito?
Huh?
To disrupt our harmony?
Um,
Because if not, then what reason would he have to kill Kaito? Maybe that's what this class trial is going to be for, too. The reason Kakashi is going to hold this class trial might be to separate us. To separate us.
like I thought.
In the end, we were all gathered around Kaito. He was the one keeping us together. If that's why he killed Kaito, then we're completely caught in his trap. This is all part of Kakashi's plan to separate us. This is exactly what he wanted. We're split up. I can't get anyone to cooperate with the investigation. And we don't have much information to go on. The Monokuma file has been some help, but it's not enough this time.
But
No point in standing around complaining. I just have to do it. Time to start. To solve this mystery and to find the truth behind it. I'm going to begin the investigation. Investigation start. I'll start here. Alright, I'm going to inspect every single piece of evidence here. Evidence the first. There's a sleeve sticking out of the press. It's definitely Kaito's coat sleeve. In that case, the victim must be... I don't want to do it, but I have to raise the press to inspect the body. Alright. These controls remove the hydraulic press. It can go up, down, and stop. I should be able to use the up button to raise the press and check the body, but also the bomb lasts for 2 hours, so maybe not. No, I don't want to see a crushed body, no matter who it is. But I have to do it.
all right.
I have to know. I made up my mind, took a breath, and pressed the button. It's not moving. I pressed the button a few more times, but the press still wouldn't move.
Why?
Strange. It moved when I pressed it last time. After looking around the press, I found
Ah,
the power cord is cut. I see. There's no power, so the hydraulic press won't move. This can't be a coincidence. The power cord was cut on purpose. This must be the work of the culprit. In that case, we won't be able to check the body. I'm honestly a little relieved, but I shouldn't say that out loud. I should take another look at the controls. There must be some clue here. In addition to the control buttons, there's an emergency stop button. The press would have been stopped instantly if you use this. Well, if the culprit were planning for this murder, they have no use for it. What concerns me more is the safety function. That's right. This hydraulic press should have had a safety function. If the infrared sensors detect a living thing, the press stops automatically. Well, it didn't stop when Kibo tried before. If the sensor detected a person, the safety should have just stopped the press automatically. Stop automatically, huh? The hydraulic press is down and there's blood in the area. If we use this to lift up the hydraulic press, we should be able to check the body. But the power cord has been cut. The press won't move. In that case, we won't be able to check the body. What is this? A blood stain? There's a faint trail of blood leading to the press. A swipe pattern, as if dragged. It looks like it's coming from the bathroom. This blood stain suggests something was dragged from the bathroom to the press. Or what if it's from the press to the bathroom, huh? You ever think about that? Car wash. Next is all doesn't no clues. Next is all right in the middle of the hangar. The hatch is open as well. The cockpit is exposed. So this is how it looks like on the inside, huh? It's small, but big enough for one person.
Oh?
Huh? The hatch is open? How strange. Only the Monocubs can turn off the electronic lock and open the hatch.
Huh?
Only the Monocubs can open the hatch? Normally, the Monocubs are the only ones who can pilot the exosols.
Well...
Normally being the key word. But because of that electrohammer thingy, the electronic lock is all screwed up. Have you mentioned this to anyone else? Nope, no one's asked me about it either. And even if I had been asked, it would have been irrelevant to the information to you anyway. An electronic lock on the hatch that only the Monocubs can disable. Which must be why only the Monocubs can control the exosols. But if you could disable the lock, you could control the exosol. Hatch's electronic lock has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. The red exosol is completely still.
Hey, Shuichi.
It's dangerous there. If you go near that thing, you might get torn apart.
No.
It shouldn't move anymore. Not without the Monocubs that were Kakashi. So it's just a pile of scrap then.
Hey!
Jeez, don't scare me like that.
My magic.
Maybe I should just tear this hunk of junk apart with my magic. But I suppose that if Kakashi was alive, he could move it at any time by remote. Why didn't you say so sooner? That is, if Kakashi is alive. But that remote control Kakashi has for the exosols, what is it exactly? Does he have that because he's the mastermind? Or did he just find it? I can't hit it. I can't. Fuck. Alright, fine. This is the bathroom. Now that I think about it. No, I'm locked up in this bathroom, but Kakachi's just outside that door. This is the place where Kaito was imprisoned. Kaito must have left some clue. Kaito might have left some kind of clue here.
No.
No, he didn't leave anything. He might not be dead. Anyway, I should investigate inside. A crossbow. Bones. Traces of blood. A glass bottle. A blood stain. A puddle of blood in the center of the room, and a swipe pattern from there to the door. What could that mean? They're not arrows, they're bolts. They're crossbow bolts. There are arrows on the floor of the bathroom. 3 in total, and blood on all of them. Which would explain the hole in the sleeve. There's a hole in the sleeve. Remember the hole in the sleeve? What is this? What happened here? There's a small bottle in the corner of the bathroom. It's empty.
If I remember correctly,
I feel like I've seen this before. The label has blood all over it. I can't read it completely. But I can see the word poison. It could be anti-poison. It could be, poison. A really bad misspelling of apple juice. It could be, poison flavored.
Could it be?
And if it is poison, this bottle must be taken from my lab. I don't know who brought this here, but it definitely has something to do with this case. A crossbow. This is one of the crossbows from Maki's lab. Why is this here? A small window for ventilation. This is the same window from before. What if... So, there are 3 people we know who visited the hangar. Shuichi, Kibo, and Maki. What if one of the two, Maki or Kibo, visited Kaito and handed him the crossbow and the poison and the bolts? Most likely Maki, let's be honest, but it's a small window and it doesn't open all the way. No one would be able to fit through here.
Well,
I suppose if someone could fit through, Kaito would have escaped by now. Perhaps it's too small for a person, but an object could fit through. Aha! This case. Oh, what's that? What's in that black case over there? As if backing away from the conversation, Kaito headed to the far shelf. What's in it? Is it some kind of weapon? This is the case from before, right? Large black case. All right, I finished investigating the bathroom. There are more clues than I thought there'd be, and one is particularly concerning. Why is the crossbow from Maki's lab in here? And the 3 bloody arrows? Bolts, Shuichi, they're called bolts. Those arrows are definitely for the crossbow. But why are all 3 bloodied? And that bottle of poison, what could that have been used for? There's still so much I don't know. This case looks like it's gonna be tricky. Oh, fuck, I love this. This is a dope-ass soundtrack. Also, I'm level 69. I would never vote out my wife. As I've stated before, I'm perfectly fine with dying for Maki. This thing was this thing popped out. Was this thing not in the thing, in the hangar, in the thing? Cockpit is exposed, the sun looks on his side.
but
I guess we already saw it then. Sumugi, you got anything to say? The Monokuma file this time barely has any information in it at all.
okay.
Yeah, it won't be much use to us.
Jeez.
It's so useless, he probably shouldn't have even gone out of his way to give it to us. It's fine, it's fine. The mascot's appearance at a murder scene brings a sense of relief and peace of mind. He popped out.
Jeez.
What an attention hog. Of course I want attention. I'm the mascot, for crying out loud. And yet, I've appeared fewer times than that of plain Jane Samugi over there. It'd be false advertising if I didn't appear as often as I can, you know? Advertising? What advertising?
No.
Ignore it. Let's just focus on the investigation. He's breaking the 4th wall. Don't worry about it. This looks like a car machine. A car. No, wait. No, I didn't want. No, I wanted to talk to. There we go.
What?
I don't want to talk to you right now, okay? The way you are now, you might start accusing people because you can't believe Kaito's death.
No.
That's not it.
Cut it out.
I don't want to hear your excuses or anything else. Just don't talk to me. If you keep bugging me, I'll give you afro hair with my magic. She's awfully stubborn. Is she that suspicious of everything now? Or is there a reason she doesn't want to talk to anyone? It looks like a machine used to paint exosols. It's almost kind of like paint thinner. It looks like the same as before. Probably not related to the case. A panel that controls the alarm system and the electrical barrier. I don't see any reason to turn them back on, though. Have I investigated everything?
No.
The sleeve has a single small hole in it. There we go. A hole in the sleeve. What could this be? I actually should read all the other stuff. The victim must be... No, that hasn't been determined yet. You can understand my confusion, because all this was the same as before when we first investigated it. And then this is new. With it crushed completely so that only the sleeve remains. What's this? The sleeve has a single small hole in it. A hole in the sleeve. What could this be? Crossbow bolt. I suppose that's about all the information I can deduce from the hydraulic press. I can't check the body, so I don't have many clues to work with. I'll have to check. I have to find more clues elsewhere. That's about all I can investigate here in the hangar. There are still questions. The truth is still far out of reach. I still can't deduce who the victim is. I need more clues. I should investigate other areas. I should start with areas around the hangar. What did Himiko say? Himiko just said, I don't believe in it. I don't believe... No one talked to me. I don't believe in you. I can't trust you. And Shuichi was like, is there a reason why she can't trust anyone? Why she's being like this? The alarm system is off. It must still be affected by the electro bomb.
All right.
I should investigate this place thoroughly. There must be some clues around here. Like, what about this? How it's all scratched up? The control panel that controls the electric barrier protecting the hangar. We hit it with the electro hammer, so it isn't operational right now.
That's true.
That's right. What are these marks here? It looks as if it's been struck by something sharp. What could these be? Wait. How are they even to damage this in the first place? Getting near the control panel should cause the alarm to go off. You have to turn off the alarm before you can even get close. So how did the person who did this get near the control panel? It must have been using an exosol, because we know that the exosols don't trigger the alarm. I think I'm starting to feel a little better now. I'm sorry to worry you, Shuichi.
Okay.
I was a bit worried. I'm glad you're feeling better. There was something I wanted to ask Kibo.
Hey.
Kibo, before we went into the hangar this morning, you said... So I went to the hangar last night and tried to talk to him. You tried to talk to him on your own? I'm sorry. I thought it would be preferable for him to release Kaito peacefully. How did it go? It went about as well as I expected. There was no response at all. But I did witness a few things. You said you witnessed a few things. What exactly did you see? Ah, yes. Since we were in a hurry, I only told you about the exosol returning to the hangar.
Okay.
Yes, you said the exosols could pass through the alarm system and barrier to the hangar.
Yes.
I never imagined something like this would happen, so I didn't mention it before. But before I saw the exosol, I saw someone heading toward the hangar.
Huh?
You saw someone? I saw... Himiko.
I was in my lab trying to think of what I should write to convince Kokichi.
You have a view of this place from your lab?
That's when I saw her walking toward the hangar, clutching something in her hands.
Oh, no, wait. This is toward... Why would Himiko give Kaito a crossbow? And this is towards the big door, not at the hangar.
I think it was a black bag.
A black bag?
At the time, I assumed she was going there to examine things or plead with Kakichi. And since she came back later, I didn't think much of it. But after seeing her reaction this morning, I started to get a little suspicious. What? What did you see?
Why?
She was acting like she had something to hide. It's not that I want to suspect her.
You're right.
True, it is suspicious.
Hey!
You said you saw her come back as well. Was she holding the bag at the time?
Well,
Now that I think about it, she didn't. So she had it coming but not leaving. It has to be. That black bag Himiko was carrying was... By the way, this is a little bit off topic, Shuichi, but... What's up?
as I thought.
The reason I wasn't feeling well may have been due to the electro bomb. But it was because of the electromagnetic particles, not because I'm a robot. So what I experienced was akin to an allergic reaction such as hay fever.
Which means...
So it could have affected a human the same way. Being a robot had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Right, that must be it. Kibo really just wants validation that he's just like a human, and I'm all for giving it to him. Until he starts singing. So that thing Himiko said was bothering him. He really is a bit too sensitive. Alright. This is a dope-ass soundtrack, by the way. This is the hangar's only window, and it's not possible to fit through. That means that the only way to get into this hangar is through the shutter. Ding dong bong bing. Elka, Cax, Elka, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much for being here. We're going through some emotional turmoil right now, so if you'll please excuse me, I'm going to go touch some big robots. The Exisal isn't showing any signs of moving. If Kakuchi was alive, he can use his remote control to move them as he pleases. But that remote control Kakuchi has for the Exisals, what is it exactly? Does he have that because he's the mastermind? Also, I don't think I didn't see this. There's an electro hammer here, but why? And it's out of power. It must have been used. Which would explain why Maki didn't bring her electro hammer. But used for what? I assume to disable these other Exisals. But be careful, the electro hammer went out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use it against an Exisal, it will only do just one shot, got it? Just one shot. That's right. So that means it must have been used for the green Exisal, unlocked it, whoever was in it, whoever did it, got in, and made it through the hangar door and the barrier, clawed up the control panel, and then did what? Why?
If I remember correctly.
If the electro hammer's power is expended, it requires 24 hours to recharge. We know that for certain. I remember the sight I saw yesterday. Exisals protecting Monokuma for some reason. Kakuchi said he was the mastermind. The Exisals should have been around him. So why were they still protecting Monokuma? And 4 of them too. I suppose I was so caught up thinking about Kakuchi, I ignored Monokuma. Pay attention! Listen up! Take heed, I say! Monokuma?
And another thing.
It's just... I noticed that you came this way last night, Shuichi.
Huh?
You were acting all sneaky, weren't you? Like a teenage boy trying to creep into the adult movie section of the video store.
Way.
But you didn't need to sneak around, because the Exisals wouldn't have attacked you.
Hey!
What are you saying? We didn't have to sneak?
Buzz.
Because everyone's coming to rent adult movies, so in a way, everyone going there is the same.
Wait!
No, not that. I meant about the Exisals not attacking us. Oh, at the time, the Exisals were on autopilot and directed only to observe me.
Hey,
Their movements are more limited now than now that the Monocubs aren't around to pilot them.
Huh?
Autopilot? You mean the remote control that Kakuchi has?
Well,
that's pretty much it. So the exosols are being controlled by Kakachi's remote control. But they were focusing on Monokuma. Why are you telling me all of this? This puts the person controlling you at a disadvantage. But we aren't talking about that. We're talking about this.
yeah.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys.
Hey,
So you share it instead. That way, it'll be fair to all the participants. So someone else besides me knows this. Why wouldn't they share this information?
okay.
That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
By the way, renting movies is so old school. It's more thrilling to illegally download them.
Psycho.
It's like trying to not get caught by a big game hunter while holding your breath during sex. So long, farewell. This information about the exercise could be a clue to solving this case. I should remember this. Also, I think it's just the angle of this electro hammer. I don't think its scale should be taken seriously from each time we've seen it. Certain exercises are being controlled by Kakachi's remote control, but why were they focusing on Monokuma? I suppose the next place I should investigate is Maki's lab, yeah? Inside the what? Back inside the... You want me to go back inside the hangar? You want me to go back inside the hangar? Is that what you want me to go do that? I mean, I'll do it. The hangar is shutter. There's a security alarm here. Oh, this should be a truth bullet. You have to use the alarm remote to disable it to get near the shutter. If you come near the shutter without the remote, a loud alarm would go off around the entire academy. We had to use an electro bomb to disable the sensor and the alarm. That's how we got into the hangar. It's not exactly a bomb, it's called an electro bomb. And then electromagnetic waves. But any and all your thoughts than just the eyes will be completely disabled. As well as the idea the big line. Then dog names, I know that's three of them. They need to use them carefully. You gotta have the electric helmet. Now that I think about it, there were 3 electro bombs in total. Also, that was the 3rd time we've seen that flashback, I think. One was stolen by Maki, but what of the other 2? That's about all I was concerned with in the hangar. But I still don't have enough clues. There has to be more. The other places that might yield some clues are Maki's lab and my lab. The crossbow in the bathroom, the bottle of poison. I need to investigate those leads. I should also inspect the 3 exosols that were protecting Monokuma. Why were they protecting him in the first place? That might be related to the case as well. I was just there. Should I go back there again and do another check? I'll do it. Yeah, I didn't think so. This little area still has no actual purpose other than to be here for that dramatic effect thing. For the record. There was no Sephiroth boss battle. What the fuck is going on with these lights? We gotta go investigate. I was not jealous of Kaito because Kaito is our son. Maki already proposed to me. It was more than just a marriage proposal too. Her words. It's not just a marriage proposal. It was more. It was more than just a marriage proposal. She wants to be with me. Always with me. To hold my hand. Finally, someone to hold my hand. I just want someone to hold my hand. I know I have fast travel. I know I can teleport. I just don't use it. I like leveling up by taking steps. How do you think I got to level 70? I'm past 69. I don't want to fucking take you to prom, Crow. Fuck off. I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. I mean, remember what Kaito did? Alright, everyone's here. I hope you're all ready. Are those weapons? So you went by my lab yesterday to find weapons to use against Monokuma. It's because Kaito had them. One of them is gone. As I suspected, there are 2 black bags here, identical to the ones in the hangar. There are cases for the crossbows. The crossbows are inside, but disassembled.
No.
It looks as if they don't even fit the case unless they're disassembled. But there are 2. When I was here with Kaito before, there were 3 of them. And I'm sure that Kaito didn't have a crossbow with him.
That's true.
In that case, the crossbow in the hangar must have come from here. Which means someone must have brought it to the hangar from here. But it's fairly difficult to put it together, the crossbow. It's not that difficult. The pieces go together pretty intuitively. I would know. I put together a crossbow or 2 before in my time. I don't believe you'd be able to do it unless Maki taught you. It's not that hard.
No.
I'll think more about that later. For now, I need to investigate. Putting together a crossbow is, again, pretty intuitive. I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. We've been through this. We've been through this. Look at all these guns. Even if they're all airsoft guns, it's a remarkable sight. Ooh, that thing. That thing right there. That weapon right there. That one right there. Right there. That one at the end. That's a weapon that I would use. Can't understand without the principles of plot protection. Yeah, whatever. God. Those geniuses did leave all the weapons in the gym, huh? Strawberry. Rantaro's room. We still don't have Shuichi, not Shuichi. We still don't have Kakuchi's room either, do we? That bottle of poison in the hangar. I need to confirm that it came from here. Anyway, small glass bottles? There's a bunch of bottles on top of the desk. Did someone take them out? These bottles say antidote. Poison antidote! Antidotes, huh? I didn't know these were here. According to the labels, each bottle is only 1 dose. And each one only works on a specific poison. Well, I suppose that makes sense. There are plenty of different kinds of poison, so that must be true for antidotes. Not a truth bullet, huh? Alright. There are several bottles of poison lined up here. I haven't seen any poison outside of this lab, so... The small bottle of poison I found must have come from here. Huh? There's a little less liquid inside this bottle than the others. The label says, Strike 9 poison. This poison takes some time to spread, but even a small amount of it can be lethal. I can't imagine that there's a smaller amount in this bottle for no reason. This must be a clue. Strike 9 poison and antidotes. That is disconcerting. None of these antidotes are for the Strike 9 poison. What if it's Strike 9 poison antidote? Because remember, if... I'll show you guys. I'll show you. Hi, Maki. I love you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Look at where the blood is. It could be top. It could say Strike 9, poison, antidote. And it's just be really convenient that none of the blood is on the word poison. Just really incredibly convenient. Just so incredibly convenient. You'd think it was written like that. You'd think it was a whole script. Just so incredibly convenient. Anyway, I love you, Maki. Anyway. They're all for different poisons. What could that mean?
All right.
I've investigated this room thoroughly. I didn't find any evidence to suggest Kaito isn't dead. On the contrary, there's plenty of evidence to suggest Kakashi isn't dead. Monokuma's still moving around and the killing game hasn't ended. And Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press, which means the victim must be.
No.
It's too soon to be thinking like that. If I investigate a little more, I'll find something. There's still some time. I should head back to the hangar. Perhaps I missed something. I should check again. Maybe you did miss something, or maybe you didn't. Are the floating rocks still here? No, they're gone. The floating rocks are gone. 71! Seriously though, that is an eye. Those are eyes, that's a face right there. This is for sure a person. That's an ear right there. That's an ear, that's a mouth, a nose, an eye. That there's a dog. That's a dog. Look at that snoot. Alright. Another person, another dog. This is some weird artwork. Another eye. This is some weird artwork that they made out of jam. Hulk it open. All of our Hulk died. Our Hulk died. Poor Gonta. Alright. Maki is really strong. She's really fit and all, but she couldn't lift the manhole. Gonta could lift the manhole with just his 2 fingers, no problem. Same energy as you finding shapes in your ceiling pattern. Okay, we all know that Himiko isn't actually magic. She's just kinda kooky, and we love that for her. She's the ultimate magician. We've pretty much established this in chapter 2 when Ryoma Hoshi died. Ryoma Hoshi. I miss Ryoma Hoshi. If only Ryoma Hoshi was still with us. You know, Ryoma Hoshi would be really helpful to have right now. Ryoma Hoshi was just such a comfort. Kibo's gone. Hey, what's up, gang?
Shuichi!
Can you come help me? Can you come with me?
What happened?
Something wrong? I found something strange in the bathroom. Please, hurry. He shouted quickly and ran into the bathroom. What are you talking about, Kibo? I'm pretty sure I investigated the bathroom very thoroughly. Maki, my wife, how are you doing? Are you still mad? Maki? Why is it so easy for you to believe that Kaito was dead? Because she killed Kaito, huh? Kibo could definitely not do it, alright? Kibo... That's Kakachi's outfit.
Hey!
Kibo couldn't even lift us up. It's been established from day one that Kibo has the strength of an old man. He tried lifting us up and gave out, and his back gave out. Kibo, what are you looking at?
Yes.
Take a look at this.
Huh?
These are Kakachi's clothes. It's soaked and wrinkled, but there's no doubt that these are Kakachi's.
But
Where did you find this? I didn't see it when I was investigating the bathroom. And why are they soaked? Shuichi, Mr. Ultimate Detective, take a guess. Take a fucking guess as to why they're soaked, Mr. Ultimate Detective. God.
Well,
The toilet seemed clogged, so I reached my hand down the drain and pulled out these clothes. It looked like they couldn't be flushed all the way. Couldn't be flushed all the way. Why were these clothes in the toilet to be in the first place? Yes, it was very brave of me, and thanks to that, I managed to find an important clue. Now, Shuichi, please investigate as much as you want.
okay.
Yeah. Clogging the toilet, huh? But this isn't the time to hesitate. Kakachi's clothes found in the bathroom. If they were found in the toilet, someone must have tried to flush them. But who would do that?
What's the matter?
Is something the matter? Please investigate.
Okay.
Okay. The ultimate detective can't stop here. This has to be an important clue.
All right.
I made up my mind. Grabbed Kakachi's soaked clothes and spread them open. Huh? There's a small hole in the back. Crossbow bolt. And another small hole on the sleeve. This is about the same size as the one on Kaito's sleeve. There are traces of blood around the holes too. What does this mean? God, Mr. Ultimate Detective can't put two and two together, has to make me, the player character, do fucking everything, huh? It could mean that he was attacked. In that case,
No.
there's a chance Kakachi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press.
Thank you.
Kibo, thank you, thank you. This is a very important clue.
Well,
Oh, I'm happy I was able to help, but I must decline shaking that hand of yours. Your hands aren't clean either, though. But if Kakachi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press, where did Kaito go? Why not show himself? And why is this game still going, even though the mastermind is dead? If this is awkward, Shuichi, I can leave and give you some privacy.
Huh?
You're concerned about that? Kibo and I washed our hands in the sink and left the bathroom. Question mark? Question mark. He's 196 pounds. He can be lifted. He can be lifted. He can be lifted. Kibo could be lifted. 200 pounds? Nah. Not too bad. How heavy is Shuichi? 128 pounds. Maki. Smoogie, you got something. You look like you got something to say. It's almost time for the class trial to start, right? Was no one able to find Kakachi? I wonder. I haven't heard from anyone.
I see.
I wonder where he went off to. Did he disappear? He can't still be in the hangar. Or under there?
Could it be?
Shuichi, do you think the one who died was Kakichi?
Huh?
I sure hope it was.
Seems like
I mean, your face says you want to think that,
it's plain to see.
but I think that's just plain impossible. Kakichi's been manipulating us all from the start. I can't believe someone like that could be killed by Kaito. Of course, I don't mean to compliment Kakichi or make fun of Kaito or anything.
Okay.
I know. You're probably right. Tsumugi has a good point. I still don't have enough clues to conclude that Kakichi died. But I'm certain that one of them must have. Ding dong dong, ding dong bing bong.
It's about that time. That's right. It's time for the class trial, where hope and despair meet head-on. Please proceed to the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard and head to the trial grounds. Everyone needs to be there. Got it? Anyone who's absent will be swiftly and permanently punished.
Everyone has to be there.
I wonder what kind of despair awaits you this time.
Everyone needs to be there. If they both died, this is how I think it played out. In the bathroom, right? Kaito, crossbow in hand, given to him by Himiko. Kakichi walks in. Kaito shoots Kakichi. Once in the arm, once more in the chest. Kakichi dying. Through some kerfuffle, Kakichi manages to get the crossbow, shoots Kaito in the arm as well. But not enough to kill Kaito. Tis but a flesh wound for Kaito. Kakichi, now dying, falls to the ground. Kaito, unable to accept it, unable to accept this punishment for Kakichi, drags him, places him onto the hydraulic press, sets him up right there, and right at that instant, electro bomb. Whoosh. And at that moment, the press falls down. However, it does leave a bunch of other questions, like who the fuck cut the wire? What was with the poison? Why was Kakichi's clothes in the toilet? That's a question still. That means Kakichi or Kaito. Whoever is alive will be there.
Then,
At the trial, we'll know who the victim is.
Jeez.
It's time. I'll go on ahead then. We're out of time.
If I must.
Let's head to the trial. Let's head to the trial grounds. We need to settle our business with Kakichi. It's already starting. All of us. That means Kakichi will come too. Well, here we go. One final class trial. The last class trial to rule them all. This isn't everyone. right? Kaito and Kakaji aren't here.
What's the point?
I bet Kakaji's already there.
You bastard.
As the mastermind of the killing game, he's waiting for us to arrive.
No.
We don't know that yet. There's still a chance that Kaito is alive.
Do you want to die?
Cut it out. Do you want to die? Maki, I've answered this question several times before. Like, Maki, if you want to kill me, you're free to kill me. Like, yo, like, this is just spouse to spouse, Maki. If you kill me, like, I won't do anything about it. Like, if you kill, I'll help. You know, like, just, you know, heart to heart, spouse to spouse, you know. We are married after all. And more. You said so yourself. So, you know. Maki.
Well,
This is a battle between hope and despair. If I show any weakness like you are, then I know I'll lose to despair. Lose to despair.
you don't know?
6 of us will participate and 1 of us will die after this class trial. Then only 5 of us will be left. Only 5. That's right. We're the only ones left.
That's obvious.
But we can't lose to despair. Even if we have no future, we need to win. That is the whole point of this class trial. I will defeat Kakashi no matter what I have to sacrifice. No matter what she has to sacrifice? Are you sure about that, Maki? Is that what you call hope? I know that we can't lose to despair. But something is wrong. Something doesn't feel right. I wonder what Kaito would say at a time like this. What would he say to us? If it was Kaito...
You bastard.
I'll defeat Kakashi, no matter what I have to sacrifice. We can't lose. Let's go. No matter what Kakashi is scheming, there's no way we can lose. After all, we're students of Hope's Peak Academy.
It'll be okay.
I'm fine. I'll be on my guard the whole time.
Right.
I'm fed with the combined power of hope and magic right now.
Shuichi!
I understand you don't want to believe it, but Kaito's not here anymore. I'm pretty sure this is the last chapter because all the other Danganronpa games have been 5 chapters and then an epilogue. If I remember. Or maybe 6 chapters. I don't think I can count. No, 5 chapters, right? In Danganronpa 2 there was chapter 1, right? Chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, and then after chapter 5 there was a chapter 6, but there was a chapter 6. Chapter 6 was a different type of class trial. No one really died at that chapter 6 in Danganronpa 2. Yeah, and then let's see, Danganronpa 1 there was chapter 1, right? Chapter 2. I'm remembering who died, and that's how I'm remembering the chapters. Then there was chapter 3, right? And then chapter 4. Yeah. And then chapter I know it was just chapter 5. Then it was just chapter 5 and an epilogue for Danganronpa 1, wasn't it? Right? Because we had Leon Sayaka, right? Then Mondo and Chihiro. Then Hifumi, Celeste, and Kiyotaka. Then Sakura. And then there was chapter 5, which was Mukuro. And that was also the last trial, and then it led to the end, right? Whose death am I missing then? Who else died in Danganronpa 1? Who else died in Danganronpa 1 then? Who else died in... Okay, hold on. Hold on, my memory's failing me. Hold on. Danganronpa 1 chapters. Let's see here. So chapter 1, Sayaka and Leon. Chapter 2, Chihiro and Mondo. Chapter 3, Kiyotaka and Hifumi and Celeste. Chapter 4, Sakura. Chapter 5. That was the Makoto Naegi case. Right? That was the Makoto Naegi case with the thing. And then chapter 6 is the reveal of Junko Enoshima. Right. Anyway. We didn't say a word to one another. Silent as a tomb, we stepped into those open doors. We'd lost the will to live, knowing what we know about the outside world. But somehow, despite that despair, we'd found a new reason to live. To win the battle between hope and despair. But now, what do we know? We don't know what hope means to us anymore. What is hope? A burden you bear? As those thoughts pierced my mind, I suddenly stopped. I can't think about things like that anymore. The only thing I need to think about is survival.
That's nice.
A battle like this takes me back. After all, hope and despair are natural enemies. I do like the scene now is a callback, I believe, to Danganronpa 1. Yes, this is truly a magnificent theme. Only esteemed works of fiction have themes as magnificent as this.
Why?
Anyway, where's Kakashi? Why isn't he here? Maki was right. The person who should be here isn't. Well, I'll tell you once the trial starts. What's going on? What are you scheming now?
No.
It doesn't matter what Kakashi is scheming.
We must do it.
This is the final battle between hope and despair. It all ends here. Kakashi can twist and violate the rules all he likes, but we'll never give up. Hope will never submit to despair. Oh, for the love of... No rules have been violated. Not on my watch, you know.
Shut up.
Whatever. Hurry up and start. We'll end it with this class trial. We'll defeat the remnants of despair, no matter what. So, get ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Now, let's get started. Mix equal parts life and death. Add a dash of lies and truth. Bake it in fires of conflict. And when it's golden browned and bubbling, you have yourself a fully decadent class trial. And once more, we faced a class trial. Was the one who died Kaito or Kakashi? I can't say for certain, but I still believe Kaito wouldn't die so easily. I don't know why I believe that so strongly. But I will fight to prove it. I will fight with everyone. To grasp the hope on the other side of this truth. I will fight. I will fight in this class trial of truth and lies. I would love to save. Thank you so much for asking. I really appreciate that game. I really appreciate how you always take my feelings into consideration and then always never fail to just stomp on them and wring out those feelings and just crush every bit of emotion. Anyway, we've reached the class trial. You know what that means. That means it's time for a break. Intermission time. Here comes an ad while I go refill on water, use the bathroom, and all that fun stuff. You know how it is. And then, when we return, we'll continue on with the class trial, and then find out who's really dead, who's not dead, you know, the usual, and then see what happens. All right? I'm gonna go pee now.